Hello, hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. We are here for our weekly energy reading. I have my Palo Santo. And later this week, I will be back in that beautiful home that you guys have seen me in. I cannot wait. I am going to be there for, I think, half of the week into the next week. I'll be back and forth. It's not far from where I live, but I get to stay there for a week. So I'm so pumped. Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, please open sacred space. Please only allow the highest and whitest light messages to come through. Please bless me, bless my viewers, bless my cards, bless my table, bless my home, bless these beautiful tulips. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see what messages we need to hear today. And I just heard Mother Mary. So maybe Mother Mary is here with us. If somebody out there has a special connection to her, she is here and she is going to be bringing you a message that you need to hear. So let's start with what deck reminds me of Mother Mary? Mother Mary, what deck do you want me to use? How about that? We'll put it in her hands. Oh, I just saw tarot. Okay, here we go. Let's see what this week holds for us. Cards flying all over the place. Wowzas. All right, lovers. This is the number 6 card. Embrace true and deep, intimate friendships, love, make choices from the heart, vibrant health, and recovery from an illness. So the lovers card is all about people coming together, people finally choosing good. Hiccup. Okay. And a burp. Sorry, guys. This is people finally choosing themselves and falling in love with themselves. And that starts to magnetize healthier friendships, partnerships, work relationships. The lovers is also a choice card. So it's like, okay, we're coming down to the wire here. Somebody needs to make a decision. We need to finally get going for our mission. Let's do this. Okay. I love when we get this card at the start of a reading because I just know the reading is going to be filled with like so many blessings and it's just love. Like it's not so much about the partnership type of love. This is just let's bring more love to our planet. And that feels like, doesn't that feel like Mother Mary energy? Heck yes. Okay, now I'm being guided to use a deck that's kind of like an Akashic Records deck. It's called Work Your Light. And we're going to see, this is for somebody who's very, very, very connected to Source. And they've lived many, many, many lifetimes as far back as Atlantis. This message is for you. So if you connect with this card, you are an old, old soul. You chose to be here on this planet during this time to help people. I just heard you are here. You are here to awaken others. You are here to be a guide, to be a safe space, a cozy space for people to come to so that they can understand why they're here and why these things are happening. My watch just buzzed when I said that too. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Okay, so as an old soul, make sure it's not an emergency. Nope. Okay, as an old soul, you have to learn your energetic boundaries. You have to learn when to say no, when to say yes. And look at this card, the hands all pulling at your energy. This is something that I had to learn this winter, and it was all about Michelle always saying yes, because I always want to help people. I always want to help people get on their mission, right? But I had no boundaries. I literally was saying yes to everything because in the moment I felt like I had space to do it. But then I would get like 5 hours into helping somebody, and then somebody else would message, or my family would ask me to babysit. And then 2 days later, I would be on the couch, energetically cooked to the point they call it a psychic hangover, where you're literally getting text messages on your phone and you can't even look at it. And I don't know if you guys have ever experienced it. I don't wish it upon anybody, but as an intuitive, opening up my energy for the last 5 years, asking God to enhance my gifts, to make me a great vessel and a messenger for people. But what comes with that is a lot of boundaries and a lot of energetic boundaries and setting yourself up to protect yourself from those pulls. And these hands, these are all really loving hands. These are all people that really love you and they admire your light and they want your light. And you're laying there kind of like letting them all pull at every limb. And that's what I was doing, is I wasn't really seeing that I can do a little less and influence more. I don't have to physically do things for people. And what that actually is doing too, for all of you out there who are like me and you give your energy too freely, you're hindering their growth. You're not allowing them to do it on their own. And I had to learn how to build my own website. I had to learn how to start a YouTube channel and how to make thumbnails and how to write an ebook and how to put it out there, how to make it available for purchase on my website. Like, I didn't have people doing that for me. And I have these hands for me are all people wanting to learn how to do those things. And I am so quick to want to help them because I know how much I wanted help. But looking back, I am so glad I didn't get help because I learned how to do it on my own. How cool is that? So when you say no, you're actually helping them learn how to do something on their own. You're putting it in their court and you're saying, hey, you got this. I'll help you. I'll show you like a few little things, but you can do it on your own. And a lot of us, I feel like in this energy, we want to give ourselves to our partners. We want to overgive. We want to extend because we're desperate for love. And that is not healthy, unconditional love. That is wounded love. That is looking to be validated, looking to be seen. And the only person that needs to see you and validate you is you. Okay, thank you, Mother Mary, for those messages. And I just heard that whoever's needing to make a choice in love, stepping away from a marriage, a partnership, whatever it is, you're making the choice because your boundaries have been crossed. You've been giving yourself away to other people and they're not valuing you. I know a lot of divine masculines in marriages that are not happy. They give so much of their energy to their family and to their spouse, and it is not appreciated. They are not being told how wonderful they are. They are not being admired for their work. The karmic or the other partner, their soulmate, is honestly so wrapped up in their own pain that they can't acknowledge their partner, or there's pain between the both of them that they can't get over from the past. And that might be because it's not supposed to ever get over. You're supposed to heal it together and move on. And if somebody's not wanting to do the work, that might be a karmic relationship. And the lesson is to walk away from it. And that's what the choice comes in. If you're not being valued and appreciated in your partnership and you're trying to do the work and you've given all that you can give, it might be time to walk away. We need all of you in the healthiest partnerships. We need all of you in a healthy partnership with yourself first, and feeling grounded and feeling safe and feeling vulnerable and feeling willing to open the door for somebody new to come in so that you can be loved the way you deserve to be loved, so that you can nurture somebody else the way they deserve to be nurtured. Yeah, so just be mindful of your energetic boundaries. Final message there. The crow, you have spiritual gifts. It might be time to dive deep into sharing them. The world needs what you have. Didn't I just say a couple seconds ago? I don't remember what I said. That we need you in the healthiest partnerships. Yep. And your gifts are kind of stunted by other people, by karmic partnerships. Your gifts aren't like full speed ahead. Okay. And I didn't share what deck we were using, the Ever Unfolding Heart. This is the very first deck I created in memory of my daughter. But the crow is always a sign that there's spiritual gifts that you are not tapping into quite yet. And that's why I started the reading saying, I asked God, the universe, Mother Mary, please open me up, my mentor. Please allow me to use my gifts more to help people. I want to know if I'm in a store and if there's something wrong or if something's off. I want to be able to hear my guidance to leave or to stay there longer, to not get in my car, to get in an accident. I want to be so tuned in, tapped in, and turned on that I feel so confident with my relationship with Source and with God and with my angels and guides. And the crow is always symbolic of that. So if you're seeing crows out and about, that is your cue. They are saying, we are opening up your gifts. And remember, when you ask to be opened up, you're asking a lot. You're asking your energy to be more sensitive, which means you need to rest more. You have to say no to people. Even if it's something that they really, really want you to do, you have to honor your boundaries. Okay, we have the Lamb card. A message is coming to you. Keep your ears open. The universe uses children, strangers, and music to deliver them. Be on the lookout for texts and emails. Okay, so this week we are dealing with maybe someone's making a decision. They might be messaging you about that decision. They're setting energetic boundaries in their life. And maybe you're learning to set energetic boundaries about who you're letting message you. I know I had a guy the other day. I often get, I shouldn't say that. I often get DMs on Instagram of people who want to, do like work out with me, or they're basically kind of asking me out on a date, but not asking me out on a date. And it's because they feel a connection with me. They feel the energy. They're like, oh my gosh, Michelle's the one. I've had so many people, not so many people, it sounds arrogant, but I've had a lot of people in the past 5 years since I started on this journey who watch my Insta stories. They are on my Instagram, and I'm saying something that they feel connected to in their life. And most men will take that the wrong way. Their human brain thinks, oh, I'm activated by her. I feel lit up when I watch her. Then that means she's my person. So then I get a lot of DMs of men thinking the wrong thing. And I have to use my words. I have to say, hey, like, sorry, I think you're just feeling the energetics of my Instagram. It's, I don't want to like say like we're not connected, but like I don't feel anything for them. So it's definitely like an energy. People feel safe with me. People feel open. They feel like they can do things. They feel powerful. And that's something that you have too, that you're on my channel. You have to protect your energy, because people will pull at you. They'll think about you a lot. They'll want to date you. They'll want to have more of you, and you're not up for grabs. We set boundaries and we say, sorry, I'm going to honor my energy and I'm going to pull away. Could you please stop messaging me? You have to say things like that. You have to set boundaries. And it's uncomfortable to have those conversations and to say, hey, I'd like to, if you could honor me and respect my boundaries, it's a lot for me to answer DMs, blah, 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 boom, done. I'm not interested. So the Lamb card, I think, is a message of be mindful about who you're letting message you, because you're saying yes to that energy. And you don't want to say yes to something that's not fully authentic for you. Okay, animal card. And I'm so proud of the woman that I am, that if I was married right now, like I'm single right now, but my phone, it's as if I have a husband. Like the messages that come in are all pure. There's no flirting. I'm telling the universe that I'm married. I am literally shutting down anybody that's trying to come in that I don't feel a connection with. And I'm saying, hey, this isn't appropriate. So I'm already practicing that skill of pushing and setting a firm boundary for who can come into my life. Because I know that I'm going to be so loyal and so honorable with my husband. He will know everything. I will share everything. I will give him my phone if he needs it, because there's nothing there. And that's so cool for me to be in that space, because I wasn't always like that. I was always secretive. I was always trying to get attention from guys. And even when I was with partners in my 20s, I would walk into a bar and I'd want to, get attention from other guys while I was with my boyfriend, or I'd want to make my boyfriend jealous. I was so wounded. And now it's like, I want him to know that I am only looking at him wherever we go. I am only wanting to hold his hand. I'm only wanting to be close to him. Yes, I'll have conversations with other people, but he will know that he is my person. And that is a message for somebody else out there. Where are you not being honorable in your partnerships? Where are you leaking your energy out to other people, leading them on, letting them think a certain thing just so that you can fill some sort of void inside of you that feels good when you get attention? You don't need that anymore. You are whole and happy on your own. Stay grounded in your energy and show up as the confident man or woman that you are. I shit you not. Holy cow. Huge synchronicity. Huge, huge, huge. I love this so much. Same meaning. The crow means you have spiritual gifts and it's time to start using them. You got the world at your fingertips. You're capable of so much more than you think. And this card landed, I don't know if you can see this, it landed exactly on the lamb card. That would be really funny if it was the lamb. But it's the lion, Leo energy. This is courage, strength, not putting up with any BS. So the person that is coming in, the message that you're going to get is either from a Leo or from somebody who is so strong, they're so grounded in who they are and they know what they want. And lions go after what they want. They don't F around. They're like, I know what I want. I'm going after them. This kind of energy is like a man bringing flowers and having a whole special first date plan for her, having and being so honorable and like waiting like 3 or 4 dates before maybe he even like tries to advance things intimately. It's just somebody who is godly. They have their shit together. They are strong masculine energy. They're going to be messaging you. So get hype. They're going to honor, I just heard they're going to honor your boundaries. And it's going to be the first time that you're with somebody who is literally respecting your boundaries. And it's because you magnetize them to you. It's because you've been exuding it and embodying it already. Just like me not allowing any energies into my phone that I don't want or that I wouldn't have if I was married. And that's me telling the universe that I'm only accepting this type of man. I'm only accepting a man who will literally bring me flowers, draw me a bath, listen to my feelings and my emotions, allow me to nurture him and to be playful around him and dance and do all these fun things together. I am setting that tone now, so you should too. And then we have the eagle. I actually just found a lawn ornament, like a lawn statue of an eagle, and I brought it to the guys that work at my complex because they have a bunch of I keep calling them ornaments, lawn statues. I don't know what they're called, but I always say when I'm in a house, I'm gonna have like a cute little rancher or a really pretty white house, and I'm gonna be the girl with all the different spirit animal lawn ornaments. I'm gonna have cute little deer. I'm gonna have bunnies. I'm gonna have eagles and hawks and lions and turtles. It's going to be crazy. Or I'm going to have a garden in the back with all of those animals in there. But this reminds me of that, is that higher perspective. The eagle is watching over you. And those lawn ornaments are symbolic of protection. We're putting them around our home to seal a perfect white bubble around our home to protect our families, to protect our environment. Outside my door, I have a meditating frog and I have a little bunny with a baby bunny on his piggyback, doing a piggyback ride for Easter. And they're protecting my home. I have them outside my door and I know that they're keeping me safe and they're keeping the darkness out. So the eagle is saying, focus, don't look at the higher perspective. Don't be so narrow-minded. Rise above. The eagle has you. The eagle is spirit. It's saying you're protected. And I just heard, they just said, stop talking. And just the sign here is that if you're seeing eagles, this whole reading is for you. They're saying there's no meaning related to the eagle other than if you're seeing eagles, this message is for you. I don't know if you're an Eagles fan, if you're a Philly fan, that could be that too. Maybe you have a past loved one who used to love the Eagles. This message is for you. And my phone just buzzed as well. Okay. All right, so let's move on. Let's do Micah Magic. What do we need to hear for this week, Spirit? We always like to get this card. Fun little fact, I just made a YouTube video earlier about counting money as a form of practice of an imaginal act when you want to receive money. So if you want to call in money out of thin air, I actually have my money out because I was counting it on camera. Go get a bunch of bills from the bank. And I always have emergency cash in my house anyway, so I'm using that. But Every night before I go to bed, I count. I'll say 10,000, 11, or 10,000, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000. And I'll go all the way up to like 1.8 million or 2.2. I'll just randomly pick numbers as if the bills are worth that much. The last time I did this, I got a big check for $25,000 a few weeks later. So this works. Count your money at night, get your body used to counting it, feeling it in your fingertips. If you'd rather receive it via a check, you can lay in your bed at night and imagine somebody handing you a check. Imagine somebody handing you a check, and you just repeat the behavior over and over and over again. And these are all simple ways to call in money out of thin air, money that you don't have to work for, okay? Super good message. So somebody really needed that message because money does come from thin air. It does. I am proof. Okay, who is on your mind? What does that mean, Spirit? Why do we need to address the person? Did you see how that popped out? Okay, boundaries and crow, that was on. Waiting for the perfect wave. So whoever you've been thinking about, they're waiting for the perfect time to message you. Their spiritual gifts I'm hearing are opening, they're setting energetic boundaries, they're releasing what no longer serves them. Maybe they're leaving marriages, leaving partnerships, leaving jobs. They're waiting for that perfect wave to come in, to bring you the flowers, to take you on the date, and to shower you with the love that you desire. I just heard that they also might be waiting until they make more money, because that did come after the money card. I just heard somebody's in a relationship where their partner is kind of pulling money from them, draining their bank account. And where there is no love, there is no money. So a lot of times people will struggle to generate money if there's not a lot of love in the house. And that's not a judgment. Like, I don't look at my family members and if somebody's struggling saying, well, they're not in love with each other. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that usually it's self-love. Usually it's somebody out of alignment within their own healing, and they need to level themselves up and get that polarity going. The infinity sign is such a beautiful sign because it is the divine masculine and the divine feminine flow. And this is what I do in my couples readings and my my relationship sessions is I teach the feminine how to get into her flow, and I teach the masculine how to get into his flow. And it's a balance. It's learning each other's core. Like if your husband if his core energy is feminine, then you have to be in your masculine. And you have to start balancing that out. But if his core energy is masculine, then you need to be in your feminine and learn to receive and not do so much and allow him to do what he wants to do for you. And sometimes that means stepping up and asking for things to be done. Then he does it, then you honor it and thank him. And then that's the flow. It's a never ending cycle. You're just always feeling good. And that's when money starts flowing because you're both heightened and so in love with each other that it generates a high vibration and it calls in more money. So you also have a past loved one is here. And I kind of felt that with the eagle card. So again, and I feel like that's my dad coming through, but somebody is connected to an eagle who passed away. Okay. All right, let's get two more cards before we end. And I keep being drawn. I don't know if you guys just saw my eyes. I just like looked twice. This is the Angels of Abundance. Let's see what card we can get here. Gratitude list. Counting your blessings. That's counting the money. Counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you to be centered in your heart instead of fixated on worries in your mind. What and who are you grateful for right now? Keep focusing upon gratitude and you'll discover the amazing generosity of the universe. And that's kind of like the who is on your mind. Like, who can you be grateful for right now? How can you show gratitude for your partner? How can you move through a time where you're feeling in lack, but you want to appreciate, what do you have? How can you count it? How can you appreciate it and feel it and be like, wow, I didn't have this money a couple months ago, but I'm just going to touch it. I'm going to feel it. I'm going to count it. I'm going to like stare at it on my counter because it just feels good to have it. that will breed more money, more abundance, more love, more passion, because you're celebrating all that you already have, whether it's people, things, yummy food. I feel guided to end it there. They're saying no more cards. That's it. All right, 2 charms though. Okay, we have Archangel Michael. Of course, that's why he wanted me to do that. We have Archangel Michael. And then, so he's protection, he's guiding you. And then we have a butterfly. So you are transforming. And this, I also just heard, this is also a sign from a loved one that's passed away. Both of these are. They just said, put it on the passed away. A past loved one is here. So Archangel Michael is saying your loved one is sending you butterflies and eagles. So be on the lookout. Show your gratitude when you get those signs as well. Because then if you're also saying like, oh man, I never get any signs from my loved one that passed away, it's so upsetting. Just say, universe, open me up to see what they're trying to send me. And then show gratitude. The more you show gratitude for the small things in life, the more open you'll be to receive those signs. All right, lovies, have a wonderful first week of April. I'm sending you so much love. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. All right, peace out.